Taylor batting ninth. Obviously, he's been one of your hotter hitters. What was the thinking behind that today?
Yeah, just trying to bounce him around a little bit, find out the best spot for him to impact the game the way he's been impacting it with his speed, bunting, stealing bags, stuff like that. I think maybe putting him, that second time around in front of Toddy. Toddy likes having someone in front of him that's got some speed, so see if that, jumpstarts the offense even more than what it already has been.
Staying on the offense, Fernando's been really good. Merrill's been really good the last week or so. Manny had the big day in that last series in Texas. How close do you feel like this offense is coming to putting together an extended stretch of really good play?
Yeah, I don't know, close or whatever. I think they're just trending in the right direction, and I think that's what we expected. And hopefully it's for an extended period of time. Like you said, it's not just for a couple games or a week or a game here and there, but kind of ride out the rest of the season would be really nice.
Michael King, his last four starts or so, it's been a little bit more up and down than I'm sure he would like. What are you seeing from Michael right now?
Yeah, he's definitely hasn't been his sharpest the last few times out. Battling that fastball command. He gets his fastball command going. That sets up his changeup and sweeper and four seam. So looking for a good two-seam command, and then he'll go from there.
This stretch of games coming up, both in quality of opponent and also lack of off days until the All-Star break, it's difficult on paper. What do you hope the mindset is of this group as you embark on that stretch?
Yeah, I just, one is, like, if we were 10 years old and we had this opportunity, we'd be excited about it. Yeah. We get to play this many games in a row and get to play every day, and you get to play the best teams in the world. And we consider ourselves one of those teams, one of the teams competing for the National League. So just a great opportunity at the end of June and beginning of July, go to the All-Star break and play some big league ball and get some good teams.
Craig, could you please give me your analysis of the first half of the season?
Well, first half of the season, I'd say we got off to a really good start. Hit a little bit of lull in May, and now we've kind of started to rebound a little bit here in June. So kind of a mixed bag. We've hung in there. We're right there in the hunt for the playoffs, and really looking forward to the second half. I think that's where we're going to hit our stride, and we're really going to, show who we really are.
So, as a manager, how have you dealt with it to try and get your in sync? You haven't had many games where you're starting pitching, relieving, and the offense has all been in sync.
Yeah, I think this is kind of the way we play games in San Diego. They're all close. As long as I've been a player here, every game that we win is always a close game. Every game that we lose is a close game. There's very few laughers, I guess you could say. And that's just kind of what I've been accustomed to ever since I've been a Padre. And I think it's just the way of Petco Park and the way we do business around here. So it makes for exciting baseball. It's why we put a lot of fans in the seats. And they're a big part of us helping win those close games.
And how much of, you played a lot of lineups. How much of the analytics goes into how you figure out your lineups?
I think all information, I don't know what you consider analytics, but all information is good information that helps you make an informed decision, and then ultimately you try to do what's best for the players.
What does Fermin have to do to get back out there? Is there still a couple more hurdles for him?
Yeah, still, he's able to work out and do some things. He's feeling pretty good, but some of the testing, the cognitive testing, he's got to pass those tests before it can be approved by MLB to be able to play.
When that's happening,
happening almost daily, every other day, that kind of stuff. So, continue to test him, continue to try to reach those baselines.
It was a good sign that he showed up in Texas.
Oh, yeah. I think him showing up in Texas was first day he was able to be eligible, and he had to pass a test, that morning to make it happen, and wasn't able quite to do that. So we want to be cautious with him. Obviously, we don't want to put him out there just because he says he feels good. We've got to be smart about the tests show us a little bit extra of really what's going on.
Where's Crony on this all? Same thing.
Crony's out in Arizona. Nice update today that he's been taking live batting practice, so he's gotten a few ABs, starting to feel a little bit more like normal, and eventually we'll get him out on rehab assignment here pretty soon.
Has he been cleared from the concussion protocol or no?
I guess technically, since he's starting to take live ABs, but it's still you ramp up activity, see if he can handle it, ramp up more activity, see if he can handle it. It's kind of that kind of process right now.
Where are you on Musgrove, Pavetta, and Darvish?
Darvish is throwing.
He's at 90 feet.
Yeah. He looks pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't expect him back this year.
He thinks he might.
Maybe. You never know. He could be
Yeah.
like that October surprise.
Yeah.
But Nick and Joe they've been throwing. They've been continually throwing. They're progressing farther in their long toss, getting closer to the mound. So
No timetable, I imagine.
no timetable whatsoever. Obviously, like you've seen it with a bunch of pitchers, they throw off flat ground a bunch, but it really matters once you get to the mound, and then it really matters when you face live hitters, and progress like innings wise.
Well, the Diamondbacks just had 2 guys coming back from the same thing, and both had relapses.
Yeah, that happens a lot with pitchers. That's why we take it so slow with these guys. You guys are probably wondering what the heck they're doing, but we got to be very diligent and careful with the ramp-up process. Is the most difficult process.
I don't wonder what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing.
What's your level of confidence that individually and collectively what we're seeing offensively is who you are and will continue to show itself for weeks and series?
Yeah, I hope we're better than what we've been the last couple series. I think we are better than that. We've shown that in the past. So, these guys got another level of play that they'll get to, and eventually they'll get to, and I trust them on that.
And you talk about this team showing who they are, the second half of the season. Obviously, at some point, there's going to be roster decisions, that sort of thing that need to be made. How important is it to show that now in the weeks ahead, especially the challenges that you're facing series-wise, before we get too close to July? That sort
honestly, last thing on my mind. We got to play good today. Keep the good feelings going, keep the good swings going, play baseball the right way. We're doing a great job on defense. We're doing a great job on base running. Bullpen's been crushing it. We get a little bit better on the mound starting pitching. We start hitting a little bit better early in games. We're going to be humming pretty good. And then the rest of that stuff will take care of itself.
You get the sense.
How crucial is this stretch, though, to prove to your GM that you guys should be adding and not just...
I don't think we have to prove anything to AJ. I think he knows who we have. He believes in our guys, and we're going to go out and play baseball and have some fun here these next couple weeks, play our best, and we'll see what the record is at the end of it.
Your bullpen's performance this year, to what do you attribute the success? Has been very, very good.
Certainly not the manager putting them in the games, but we have really good pitchers, and they've been able to handle a myriad of situations that they've been put into, and they've embraced, kind of their role as a very important part of our team, and they've, showed up and done the work and been great.
And the opener stuff, were you thinking